Mountaineers in Morgantown, and in a place known for Yan Dogs and pepperoni rolls, probably some liquid refreshments, the Mountaineer faithful ready to go here in Morgantown. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Kansas Jayhawks taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the West Virginia. First down for this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. On target over the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal block on the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Now on 2nd down. It's a draw. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Some heat on that completion. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Jayhawks have this offense rolling. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like there's always something.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great...
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. On the run, it's Neal. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Jayhawks want to crank the tempo. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
Nice run.
We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. They'll leave it with him. Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Wants to throw on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. New set of downs after that completion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defense...
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw it again. Makes the grab over the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to...
All right, let's get it. He wants to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lateral.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. To throw, it's Daniels. He finds his man.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard.
Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. Finds his tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Jayhawks want to pick up the tempo.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete to the left. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football,
ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Jayhawks!
you know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Back to pass, it's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. It's complete.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilson. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, it's one thing to get a few yards and, you know,
the Kansas offense returns to the field. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it in the middle. It's King. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Offense getting set for first down. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They go to the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Lets it fly. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that were going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.